Αν δεν αντέχετε τη σπατάλη τροφίμων και τις σοβαρές περιβαλλοντικές επιπτώσεις της, σκεφτείτε δημιουργικά και μετατρέψτε τον προβληματισμό σας σε μια δημιουργική επιχειρηματική ιδέα. Κάπως έτσι, μια 23χρονη φοιτήτρια από το Χονγκ Κονγκ, η Ανούσκα Πουρόχιτ, δημιούργησε την Breer, μια startup εταιρεία που μετατρέπει το πλεόνασμα ψωμιού σε μπύρα.
How did the story begin? What was the spark that inspired you to do so?
If we flash back to maybe a little over 3 years from today, so a few of my friends and I who went to the same university as me actually ended our exams and we were looking for a place to celebrate. At the time, just happened to be eating breadsticks. So I realized that the breadsticks and the beer that they were drinking are actually made of the same constituent elements. They both have barley. So we thought, why not we collect the bread that is otherwise going to waste in Hong Kong and use it to brew local craft beer. So one of those friends, whose name is Naman, and he's now the CEO of Breer, and myself, we decided to continue doing that, and now we do Breer on a much bigger scale than we did at that time for sure.
Χρειάστηκαν περίπου 6 μήνες για να παραχθεί και να σταθεροποιηθεί η επιθυμητή γεύση της μπύρας, πριν κάνει την εμφάνισή της η Breer το 2020. Η εταιρεία είχε έσοδα $2,5 εκατομμυρίων Χονγκ Κονγκ τα τελευταία 2 χρόνια, δηλαδή $318,000 Ηνωμένων Πολιτειών, και αναμένει ακόμα μεγαλύτερα μεγέθη για το 2023. Όλα αυτά χωρίς να λάβει καμία χρηματοδότηση προς το παρόν.
You got the idea, but what about the capital? I mean, who financed the first steps of your operation? And how is your capital raised in general?
Because in Hong Kong, we get a lot of social innovation competitions. So we did exactly that. We pitched this idea into one competition, won 10,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is around a little over $1,000, and then decided to put all of that money into Breer.
Η startup δεν διαθέτει δικό της χώρο για την παραγωγή των προϊόντων, ωστόσο συνεργάζεται με άλλες ηθοποιίες της πόλης.
Where do you source your wasted bread from? Bakeries or grocery stores?
Primarily bakery, so very soon this year we're looking to work with more bakery chains around the city, and even if, hotels, a lot of hotels for their breakfast buffets, they always have bread. We just launched our beers in one of the supermarkets in Hong Kong. We are also pretty available online, so we have our own e-commerce store, breer.com.
But do you deliver to other countries as well, or only in Hong Kong?
So at the moment, not really. I mean, unless it's a special request. So we have exported our beers for competitions and the like. But our goal is that if we want to tap into a market, we don't want to just export our beer there. We want to bring the whole concept. So let's say, for example, if we're lucky and one day we get to, tap into Greece as a market, then we would hope to collect bread from Greece, brew the beer in Greece, and then sell the beer to the people in Greece. So make it a very localized market.
And I'm really curious about the taste. How do customers comment on the taste of the beers? What is the feedback?
When people try our beer, nobody can actually guess that it's made from bread. A lot of people sometimes gravitate towards the pineapple bun beer because they say they've never imagined a street food and a beer being able to be put together. The main feedback that we got is that we're very risk-taking with our flavor styles and we're not afraid to try new concepts, and that's what people enjoy.
How do you price your beers compared to other craft beers in Hong Kong?
So because we collect the bread that we use in our beer free of cost, technically around about 78% of the cost of raw materials for our beer is cheaper than all other beers. We don't have our own brewery, so the price at which we brew is naturally going to be higher than what our competitors are brewing at. So we tried very hard to maintain a good sweet spot between that. So we retail for around 30 Hong Kong dollars per can, which is slightly lower than the average cost per can for a craft beer. But of course, if you compare us to, Carlsberg or Heineken, it will still be a little more expensive, but definitely cheaper than other craft beers.
Το εγχείρημα της 23χρονης φοιτήτριας από το Χονγκ Κονγκ αναδείχθηκε από διεθνή μέσα ενημέρωσης, καθώς το 2023 μπήκε στη λίστα του Forbes Under 30.
When you venture into the world of entrepreneurship or startups, I think everybody at some point wishes to get onto the list. But for me, it's the access you get after you're on the list that excited me so much more.
Ένας νέος επιχειρηματίας έχει να αντιμετωπίσει αρκετές προκλήσεις και αντιξότητες, κάτι που η νεαρή CEO της Breer γνωρίζει καλά. Τίποτα όμως από αυτά δεν περιορίζει την επιθυμία της να ρισκάρει και τη δίψα της να δημιουργήσει.
It will be hard, it won't be easy, but just start it and don't give up on it. And if you see that the idea has wings, then let it fly. And if you feel like it isn't working out, then make the hard decision of not continuing it, learn from that experience, and then start again. But just start.